Hi guys, it's Ricky and this is Ricky Reveals. So, I'm going to do something that I've done in the past, but I'm never going to do again. Because I don't need to explain myself to anyone. I've been through hell and back, and I've done the best I can to make the right choices in every situation, and I'm human, and I mess up, and I've suffered with addiction throughout my life. And every addict knows that a relapse can happen at any time. But I want to prove to my viewers, my subscribers, and my channel members that I do have integrity and that I do own my own mistakes and I admit my faults and my wrongs. So I have had I had a really good time on a couple days ago. Went out on a date. A guy came from out of town. We met. We had a wonderful time. But there were certain things that he said to me, and it made me realize that I didn't think that our meeting was random or by chance. We got a hotel room. Then there was the introduction of one of my old favorite substances. And before I knew it, I was high and I was having sex. So, but the next day after that, for other reasons, I called into work. My roommate was at work. Someone had a key and unlocked my door when I was not supposed to be in here. It was not housing. And now it's being investigated. There's cameras all over this place. So whoever did it, they're going to find who did it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a crazy stalker ex who didn't do me right when we were together. And I loved myself enough to walk away from him. And he has been trying to destroy my life ever since. I felt safe here. I felt protected here. I'm in a gated community. You cannot get inside of this complex unless you work for Cedar Point. Well, this man, as crazy as he is, has used Grindr, which is a dating website for gay men, to infiltrate the gate of this community. And he's gotten people who obviously work here and that live in this building. Somehow he's gotten them together and bribed them somehow in order to either try and come in and steal something from me or to put something in here, i.e. a camera. Had I not been here yesterday when that happened, like, they would still be doing whatever. But now they know they're caught. And whoever it was that did it, well, I hope you're ready to be unemployed, because that's going to happen, and there's more than likely going to be other things that happen to you as well. But if there's any way that whatever I can do to protect myself and to teach these people to stop fucking with me, I'm going to do it. Now, further news. The last two readings I've done, the curse breaker one, or the curse has been broken, I spoke of someone breaking a generational curse of murder and incest. And then the last reading, I spoke of a brother who always covered for his brother throughout his entire life until now he's done something that his brother refuses to cover him for. Well, today I go and look at the headlines or the news stories for my hometown, and lo and behold, there is my cousin on the front page, or well, I don't know if it was front page. I looked at it on the internet, but I'm sure it was probably front page. Whose wife's body had been found, and he was being charged with murder. His brother was a cop, or still is a cop. I'm not for sure, but his brother always got him out of everything his entire life. And he was able to sell drugs, the whole 9 yards, because this man was a drug dealer. But his wife's body being found and him getting charged with it is the one thing that his brother has said, you're going down for this. I can't believe you did this. So that's 2 readings back to back that almost instantly there's 3D positive proof that what I'm saying was true. So if you look back at the rest of my readings, and you know that now, there's a couple of readings where I talk about my own stuff, but with what I just told you, I don't sugarcoat even what I do. So my readings are real, they're authentic, and I say what I hear and what I see. I'm here to help people, and myself included, to heal and to live our best lives and to find a closer walk with God. Because at the end of the day, our relationship with Him is all that matters. Everything else is a flyby. It's here today, gone tomorrow. Okay. Let's start off with Zodiacs this time. Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, and screw it, Aries. So you can be any one of these signs, or you could be dealing with these signs. They will be back in pets. Expect to hear from someone soon, or expect to hear from them soon. And getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Alright, so when I first read that, what I heard was someone that you've dated, or someone you know, or it could even possibly be you. Ticket L resonates. The people that they date, they look at them as pets. That's how they look at them, as like their pet, not their spouse. So they treat you the way that they would treat a dog or a cat. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Someone might even have the coin phrase or the catchphrase or the term of endearment. My pet, my precious pet, or my pet. Come here, my pet. That could resonate for someone. Open your heart up. Open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. I think it's with what I was just talking about, my personal story, I think that's the reason why these people are doing this, is to keep me and other, whoever else is resonating, from opening up their heart. Because they don't want us to find new love. They want us to stay stuck on them, and it already kills them that we were able to release them the way that we did. And even though it wasn't easy, anyone knows it's not easy to let go of anyone. When you had a very serious, intimate relationship with them, but especially a narcissist, it's one of the hardest things ever to do. But at some point, you have to look yourself in the mirror and you say, either I leave this man, or a woman, I guess, because there's female narcissists too, or I'm going to die. They are going to kill me, either physically, spiritually, or emotionally. I have to choose me. And that's not an easy thing to come by. Moving. Change of residence, moving in with your partner. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. I just got that your person, I'm talking to, especially because I'm going off my own story, but I know there's someone else that needs to hear this spectrum, this side of it. There's someone here who shared a very intense connection with someone of the same sex. Now, you have been with members, you've been in other same-sex relationships. This person had not. Like, I'm not saying you were the only person they had sex with of the same sex, but you were the first time they ever dated somebody of the same sex or had, like, a commitment. And they did genuinely really care about you. They do genuinely love you. But when temptation came in, this person still needed to figure themselves out, and they were lured away from you by a woman. And all that, the religious belief systems and family pressure and friend pressure for the friends group. And a lot of that, yeah, to them, it came off as, we don't want you to be that way because, it's not right. You shouldn't be that way, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, somebody, their best friend or a close friend, the reason why they pulled him away from you is because the friend wanted you. Someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. What did I just say? So the masculine here, or the one that's still struggling with their sexuality, someone pulled him away from you because they wanted you. And it's somebody on his side of it. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or they could be your person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or the person that got in the way could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take it how it resonates. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Gambling. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. This person who lured your person away from you, they knew every one of your person's weaknesses, and they knew how to play every one of them, and they kept your person. They kept feeding them whatever addiction they needed, your person needed in order to stay with them. K. Your person's name could begin with a K. Your name could begin with a K, or the person that got in the way their name can begin with a K. Q. R. These can be first, middle, last initials. U. A. T. So we got rat. We got art. Cat. Arc. Someone pretended to be a place of refuge, a place of a safe place for this person, and they convinced your person that you were evil and that they were trying to help them and keep them from going down the same path as you, and blah blah blah, whatever. Someone has recently been reading the Quran. Why? Kit. O. IOU. Somebody owes you something, owes you an apology, owes you money. X, an ex of yours. B. So someone's name, someone who owes you an apology, their name could start with a B. D or a D. Or there was two friends whose names began with the, or this could be the two friends. Like your person's name could begin with a B or a D, and their friend's name began with the other one. So if your person's name began with a B, their friend's name began with a D, and their friend wanted you and was jealous, so they talked your person into staying away from you. Or vice versa. If your person's name begins with a D, and their best friend or friend name starts with a B, the person who starts with a B pulled your person away because they wanted to be with you. L. V. At the end of your life, money doesn't matter. Someone was really materialistic, and they chose material gain over love. F. Somebody committed fraud. So, yeah, fraud is definitely here. F-R-U-A-D. So whoever it was that convinced your person to stay away from you, then turned around and convinced them to commit or be a part of committing fraud. M. Easy. Someone's name could be easy. Or someone thought you were an easy target. Or they thought your person was an easy target. Or they thought it would be easy to break you guys up and sever this connection. But it was obvious from the outside looking in that you were the strong one. So they attacked your person first. And by getting your person to walk away from you, then they were able to attack you because you were weakened by the despair of your person ghosting you. Your name could begin with a J. Yeah, this group of con artists, they thought it was going to be easy to fuck over J. Boy, were they wrong. Ohio significant. I went to jail. I told her to tell you, and she didn't. Germany. Will you marry me? Reagan. Kentucky. Mark 1111. Las Vegas. No matter how hard it is, do the right thing. Mo, Dennis, and Hebrews 3:3. So Mark 11:11 is the curse of the fig tree, when Jesus cursed the fig tree. And Hebrews 3:3 is speaking of compassion. So someone has cursed themselves, and this entire group of people has cursed themselves for what they've done. And they all want compassion now. But when you were losing it and you had no one. No, they were all laughing at you. So remember that when these people come to you. But also remember, what would Jesus do? He would have compassion for them. He would embrace them. But he would also be smart about what he told them in the future. Because if you read the Bible or you follow the Gospels, there's certain apostles that Jesus took to do certain things, but he only took certain ones. Like at the Mount of Configuration or whatever, he only took 3 of them. And I'm not even going to try, like, I right now I just can't think of which 3 it was. But he took 3 of the apostles and he left the rest of them behind. Because I believe he knew that Moses and Elijah were going to appear. And he only wanted those 3 to see it. For whatever reason. It's not necessarily that he didn't trust the other 9. But there was a purpose behind it. So, and I'm not saying you have to let these people back into your life. I'm just saying forgive them, love them, and understand that, well, first and foremost, not everybody has your heart. Secondly, some of these people were lied to and highly manipulated. And they thought they were doing the right thing when they did this. And now they truly, genuinely have real remorse and real regret. Then others, they just did it because their boyfriend or their husband told them to. Others are just evil sons of bitches and they do it again in a heartbeat. So use discernment, but try and show all of them compassion and love, because people like this are the ones that need it the most. If your person was here in the 3D, what would they say to you? If your person was here in the 3D, what would they say to you? If your person was here in the 3D, what would they say to you? I don't know where to start. That might be one of the reasons why your person hasn't reached out to you, because so much was done and they were a part of so much that they know they never should have been a part of. They don't even know where to start the conversation. They can't do this right now. See, your person's never had to take accountability for anything. They always cried their way out. And now they know that there's no way out of this one. They got to take accountability for this one. And they literally just don't know how, because they never had to. And they know you see right through them, so lying's not an option. I need to figure myself out. No one understands me but you. It's another reason why it's killing them so bad. Because they actually finally had a connection where someone genuinely, authentically understood them. And they've been searching for that their entire life. And God finally gave it to them, and they shit on them. It's one of the reasons why their karma is so intense. Childhood trauma. This person never healed their childhood trauma. They just buried it deep down inside and pretended it wasn't there. And so their whole life they've been making choices from a broken place. Don't wait for me, please. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. Somehow this person thinks by holding back how they truly feel about you, they're somehow like making things better, when they're really only making things worse. Because they're killing the connection between the two of you. They're lying to themselves and making themselves like deal with all this pain, stress, and anguish. And the person that they're with knows that they're in love with you, and therefore they're doing that shit to themselves. But, you know what I mean? So, like, they're getting hurt in the process too. Like, there's no good coming out of the feelings being hidden. Now, even if this person wants to come to you and tell you how they truly feel, even if you rejected them, there would still be good there, because this person would get it out, they would be able to release it. Then the person that they're with would be able to release, and that would be released, and you would be able to release it. You know what I mean? Like, so it would be a lot better if this person would just speak on their feelings. I can't promise you anything. I am the man. So he thought. Or unless he's finally, like, gotten far enough in his healing to where he realizes he's the man, but then turn around and says, I can't make you happy. You were so different from everyone around me. That's why this person didn't know how to treat you. They didn't know how to love you, because you were true, real, and authentic. And they've been around fakes their entire life. I want out. I am better with my mind than my heart. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. I can't handle your love. I can't take it anymore, and emotions overwhelm me. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm obsessed with you. I wish to be like you, and I don't want to be alone. So, this person chose a karmic because they didn't want to be alone, and they didn't know how to love you, and they loved you too much to, like, to hurt you anymore. They knew that they weren't at a place where they were capable of giving you what you deserved and what you deserve, like what you deserve. And they, instead of doing the healing, they copped out and took the easy way out. And chose somebody they don't really care about, but that person gives them stability and allows them to do whatever they want. There could be children involved too. But this person that you're dealing with, most of their decisions are based upon selfish motives about what is going to benefit them the best. It doesn't matter how anyone around them is affected. At least that's the way it used to be. I think they're changing, and that might be because they knew you. No doubt you are the one and only. I want to spend the rest of my lifetime with you. That's how they truly feel, but they're too selfish and too far into their addiction. They want to spend their life with you, but they don't want to give up their addiction either. If you want our love become long lasting, give me a hand to build a solid foundation. Well, I mean, I think that's what you've been asking the entire time. All you wanted was the truth. You were willing to meet them wherever they were at, as long as they were being truthful and honest. You just can't fuck with a liar. I don't think I deserve you. Well, as long as you think that, then you're going to continue to not get what you deserve. Because if you believe you don't deserve it, then you're not going to be able to, either if the universe does give it to you or God does give it to you, you're not going to be able to sustain it because you don't think you deserve it. And you're going to self-sabotage your way out of it. Or you just won't be able to manifest it at all because you think you're so unworthy that your vibration's too low to even bring it into your life. Someone in the past has been able to manifest you off of your negative vibration or your low vibration. And that's how they're able to get you to keep coming back or get you guys to come back into each other's lives. But you changed the game when you healed. And they can't do that anymore. So it's either they heal or they can't manifest you. But at least for me anyways, what I just experienced, that was definitely, they figured out a way to at least to shoot me with an arrow. It probably was like a Hail Mary, hoping that I would continue doing it instead of like saying, okay, I made a mistake. You got to go back now and clean myself up and, leave it behind. Like, don't just keep doing it because you messed up. You might as well just keep going. Having that attitude, like a lot of us addicts do have it in moments of relapse. Can you at least listen to me? I think this person, that's another cop out. I think this person knows you would listen to them. They just don't want to tell you who they don't have to face you. So it's like, well, they wouldn't listen to me anyway. It's like their way of like convincing themselves that there's no point in coming to talk to you because you won't listen anyways. So it's them talking themselves out of it so they don't have to feel the pain of looking you in the face and telling you what they did to you. Don't lose faith. Good things are ahead of us. So this person is starting to like at least think in a higher vibration, a positive manner. That they've got somebody in their life that's still trying to keep them in their negative behavioral patterns. We shouldn't be influenced by the outside world. Just focus on us too. Well, buddy, you're the one that let the outside world influence it. Because at least in my story, and I'm sure in a lot of the feminines, you didn't care what other people thought. You were all about the you me against the world attitude. You'd seen the empire that and you know what you and the two of you were meant to do together. Maybe I'm wearing a mask in our relationship to make this look more perfect. That could be him talking to the karmic. Finally admitting why he chose them over you. Or maybe we haven't finished our journey yet in the past life and now we're here together again. Yes, and it was supposed to be different this time. I got to know more about you. If only there were a time machine to bring us back to those beautiful memories. And love is still there, deep down our hearts. But we should definitely spend more time together. Wow. Okay, so for me, and it could be for both, I think there's two different energies here. Because these three right here, that's a different energy from the rest of it. Or you could be dealing with someone who has a mental illness and that they have some personalities. Check out how it resonates. King of Cups. Someone is definitely in love with you. Or if the masculine's watching, you're definitely in love. Quit playing like you're not. Could be a Scorpio or Libra. Doesn't have to be. Can't make this shit up. There is someone who loves you with all their heart. They're devastated that they let you walk out of their life. And now they spend every waking moment trying to figure out how to get you back. And it's just funny to me, like, yeah, I'm a male, I'm a man. I don't think I'm a woman. I don't want to be a woman. But my mentality is of a woman. I think like a woman, and I am the, I guess, submissive one in a relationship. So, but other than that, I know I'm a man, and I'm proud of being a man. But when it comes to relationships, I definitely think like a woman. And what's so funny to me is if this man would just call you and like, beyond some real, genuine, authentic truth, things would be like, that would be a way to get the ball rolling. I mean, something's going to happen. It's going to make you or him or both of you really happy. So something's about to change drastically, and it's not going to be behind the scenes, or it's not going to be in the 5D. There is something about to happen before your eyes that you will physically experience that's going to make you really happy. Ten of Pentacles and the Empress. Not Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. My bad. I think this King of Cups is about to come make you a love offer. A true, genuine, authentic, real love offer. And you're going to be happier than you've ever been. And there's something very fertile about your connection. And possibly it might be a child. You guys might have a child together very quickly. Or this masculine could have been dealing with someone who pretended to be pregnant to keep him away from you. And that's why he's dealing with all this drama and bullshit now. Because it was all manipulation based upon lies, just to keep you two separated. And it could have been done by a Queen of Wands, Pisces or an Aries. Or I got Gemini and I got Taurus. Gemini, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, and Libra. Don't put too much in the signs. Just pay attention to the story. But those are the signs that are here for the people that like to hear the signs. Wish fulfillment. This Queen of Wands really wanted... It was her wish fulfillment to see you unhappy. She wanted to destroy your life, and she got off doing it. And it blew her away when you chose a different path. And you actually were still happy, even though you didn't have your person. I think it almost gave her a heart attack or a stroke. See, this never had to happen if the masculine wouldn't have turned his back on the truth. His intuition told him the truth. He knew down in his heart what was really going on. And he still chose to believe it because of whatever reason. He didn't want to let his family down. He didn't want to let his friends down. Or he knew them longer, so they should be more trustworthy. Or this person had more money. Or, whatever. And even though his intuition told him that you were speaking the truth, he still went and got involved in this bullshit. And became a part of casting illusions about you, lying on you. Became a part of trying to destroy your life. Because he wanted to be popular. He wanted to spread his wand around town. He wanted everyone to like him. He wanted the money. He liked the clout. And he liked all the attention that came with it. And at that time, it was worth sacrificing you for, because he wanted to be loved by everyone, not just one person. And now he wants to come back and tell you how wrong he was for making a decision without knowing all the facts. But deep down, he did know he was making the wrong decision, and he knew whatever was said about you was a lie. And he still, because it benefited him at the time, he went with it. Yep. He rejected you for the devil. He rejected you for his lustful desires, his addictions, his material, his pride, his ego, materialism. There we go. And wow. Either he was married when you met him, or he married someone since he ghosted you. And it was all for these reasons. And now everyone in his life is fighting. He is fighting with everyone and everyone. Because the truth is coming out. It's being exposed. And a lot of good people believed what this man had to say about you. And they did some shit that they knew was shady. Because they thought they were doing, like, you know, helping someone out that had been fucked over by you. So they helped them do some things that they shouldn't have helped him do, regardless of what you did or didn't do. And now that they realize they did the shit based upon a lie, oh yeah, Karmicville's going, it's going down. Yep. There is either a Taurus or a Gemini that's going to come in, and what they're going to say is going to break your heart, but it's also going to restore your faith in God. And it could restore this King of Pentacles' faith in God too. Whatever tower this man's going through at this moment, he knows the only way out of the tower is to come face you. This could be a Taurus or an Aries, Scorpio, could be a past life soulmate. But they did work with the group to do black magic against you and to break your heart. And they celebrated when they thought they had gotten justice over you, and they stole your 10 of Pentacles. But they didn't realize you were working in secret. You were standing in your truth, and you were telling the truth. You were kind, loving, nurturing, and you really genuinely accepted the false cup that this man gave you, that Taurus or Aries. You guys were soulmates. You were twins, and you genuinely, authentically accepted his cup, and you treated it with the utmost respect, the utmost care, you treated him the way a good wife would treat a man, a husband. And he painted this ugly picture of you because he wanted to go along with the crowd, and he wanted the money, the fame, the pussy, the dick, he wanted all that stuff that, even though you were giving him a good life, and he was had a good life with you, and you guys were bound, you were destined for abundance, you didn't want all the third parties, you didn't want the drugs, you didn't want the alcohol, you didn't want that nightlife scene. You'd already lived through that, and you were healing from it, and you had, gotten away from certain things, and you wanted to stay moving forward, not going back. Even if you do relapse every now and then, you still, your focus is to look forward and not backward. And this man wasn't ready to do that yet. So he lied and make it look like it was your fault when it was really all his. And he wishes he hadn't done it now. Because, yeah, for a minute there, it was all fun and games. He was having the time of his life. Not anymore. The tables have turned and the wheel has spun. And now you're on top and he's at the bottom. Oh, he didn't like me saying that. That was another reading. Yeah, you're getting your prayers answered, and one of your prayers being answered is him coming to face you and telling you the truth. And honestly, one of the reasons why it's one of your prayers, it's because you don't want him to be stuck. It was never about you guys being together. It was about the fact that he should have just said, "Hey, I'm not sure of my sexuality. I'm married. I'm going to go back to my wife." He just said, "Hey, this is not working for me, us being in this romantic sexual partnership. I want to go do something else." That's all he would have had to have done. And you would have been understanding, loving, and kind. You would have respected his choice. At least I know I would have. But this man chose to ghost you, give you no closure, fuck your friends and family, and steal a lot of money from you, or assets that were worth a lot of money, and you did nothing but love him. That's why it's so devastating. Because it wasn't like they just left. They left and purposely helped a group of people strip you from everything that you had worked hard for. And even still, you don't want to see this man stuck. And you know the only way for him to get unstuck is for him to make it right, make amends, to tell the truth. The truth shall set you free. And that's why it's one of your prayers that he does it, because it's more so for him. Because clearly you've already moved on and you've gave yourself closure. There's one secret in particular that either involves an Aries or a Pisces that's why he's juggling. If this secret wasn't a part of the things he has to tell you, I think he would have been to make amends. But there's either something he did with an Aries or a Pisces that he just cannot, he can't tell you. And I don't know why it's so hard for him to face you, because you both know that he's done. So why this one thing is so hard, I don't know, but there's one thing that's holding him back. Someone's in the Navy. Your commitment's being tested. Confidence is the key to success, Leo. The answers you need are coming, Gemini. You are good enough, Virgo. I think we just went through a Virgo new moon. That's Virgo full moon, but still. Someone here is being really... God wants you to know you're good enough. Confidence is the key to your success, and the answers you need are coming. But you've got to stop hiding behind your fear and your inability to take accountability. Because it's not an inability to take it. It's just you're choosing not to. You definitely could if you wanted to. Don't let pride get in your way, Leo. A new romantic cycle begins, Libra. And it's time to release negativity, Scorpio. And conclusions are within reach. Something is about to happen that's going to wrap up this chapter of your life. You are about to get the answers you need, and you're about to get that closure. That not necessarily closure from this person, but the closure you need to actually to let this completely go 100% as a part of your past, instead of moving on while carrying a big bag of trash behind you because you so desperately want to know why this happened to you. It's not always about why. It's more about what it did and who it made you and who you're going to become because of it, than why. But I guess that was kind of why. But don't worry about necessarily why it happened. More so what you're going to be able to become because it happened. And with that, I love you guys. Love and light.